In the news headline, Northern Senators warns President Bola Ahmed Tinubu against military intervention in Niger Republic. Four abducted Zamfara girls regain freedom after 7 months in captivity. Niger's Ustad President Mohamed Bazoum calls on United States for help after coup. Hello and welcome to Sawaba News at 7. I am Umusama Adam Iko. At noon, pardon, I am Umusama Adam Iko with the news. ECOWAS defense chiefs have said there should be a comprehensive approach that encompasses political, diplomatic dimensions and security in the addressing the situation in Niger Republic. The Committee of Chief of Defense Staff of Economic Community of West African State ECOWAS countries made this known at the end of their three-day extraordinary meeting yesterday in Abuja. Nigeria's Chief Defense Staff and President of the Committee, General Christopher Musa, applauded ECOWAS for standing firm for democracy, saying that the militaries of member countries were firmly in support of their stand. He said the committee collectively recognized the gravity of the situation in Niger and the urgent need for a well-coordinated response. Musa said the military chiefs agreed that there were no alternative democratic principles and rule of the law in the region. He noted that the coup in Niger represented blatant disregard for the fundamental principles that underpin regional integration and stability. Countries represented at the meeting included Togo, Sierra Leone, Senegal, Nigeria, Liberia, Guinea-Bissau, Ghana, Gambia, Cote d'Ivoire, Cape Verde, and Benin, while Niger, Mali, Guinea, President Bola Tinubu yesterday wrote to the Senate seeking its support for military intervention against the junta in Niger Republic. The Nigerian Customs Service Acting Controller Bashir Adewale had yesterday in Magamar Jibia, Nigeria's border with Niger Republic, officially announced the disclosure of all Nigeria's land borders with the neighboring country as a result of the current political development there. The boss said the closure of land borders was issued by President Tinubu in line with the decision ECOWAS leaders to discuss appropriate ways to restore democracy in Niger. The leaders of the West African Regional Bloc met to discuss sanctions to be placed against military personnel who toppled Mohamed Bazoum on July 26, 2023. Northern senators in the 10th National Assembly have cautioned President Bola Ahmed Tinubu against using military intervention in resolving the crisis in Niger. The spokesperson of the Northern Senators Forum, Senator Suleiman Sumaila, disclosed this in a statement yesterday. The group of senators urged the president to adopt political and diplomatic means to restore democratic government in Niger. According to Northern Senators Forum, military intervention in Niger will affect Sokoto, Kebbi, Katsina, Zamfara, Jigawa, Yobe, and Borno State. Recalls that the Niger military junta sapped diplomatic ties with Niger after ECOWAS envoy sent to the country to broker peace failed to achieve a result. Last month, a military junta toppled Niger's democratically elected president, Mohamed Bazoum, and tensions continues to mount in the West Africa region. The Zamfara state government have received four girls abducted by terrorists in January after they were released by their abductors. News Agency of Nigeria report that the girls include a final year student of the Zamfara State College of Art and Sciences, Zakas, Umul Khair Musa, Jamila Isa, Aisha Isa, and Khairi Umar. They were abducted while returning from a wedding along Kaurana Moda, Birnin Magaji Road on January 15th. In a statement issued by Suleiman Idris, spokesperson for the governor, Dauda Lawan Dare, said the girls were rescued through government intervention. According to him, the governor became worried after seeing a video of the abducted girls pleading with their families and the state government to come to their rescue. He assured that the girls will be fully integrated into the society and their needs provided for. Speaking to newsmen, one of the rescued victims, Khairi Musa, expressed gratitude to God and those who stood by them during their captivity. The news is coming to you from Studio of Sawaba Radio. More news after the short break. Do stay.
This is news on the hour. Sawaba Radio FM. Stay tuned. This is news on the hour. Sawaba Radio FM. Stay tuned.
The Kano state government has frowned at the sudden increase of student registration fees by the management of Bayero University Kano BUK. This is contained in the statement issued by the Chief Information Officer, Kano State Ministry for Higher Education, Sanusi Isa in Kano yesterday. Mr. Isa reported the State Commissioner for Higher Education, Dr. Yusuf Kofar Mata, as describing the development as alarming during a courtesy visit to the university's Vice Chancellor, Professor Sagir Abbas, in his office. According to the statement, the commissioner explained that the aim of his visit was to strengthen the cordial relationship between the government and BUK and also to discuss the sudden increase of registration fees. Mr. Agofar Mata explained that the government had already put arrangement in place to sponsor 101 Kano indigents to pursue postgraduate degrees as both local and foreign universities. He appealed to the Vice Chancellor to look into the possibility of reducing the registration fees for the sake of indigent students. Responding, the Vice Chancellor welcomed the Commissioner and congratulated him on his appointment, which he described as well deserved. The governor of Adamawa State, Ahmadu Pintiri, is facing social media criticism following the appointment of 47 media aides. Mr. Pintiri had announced the appointment on his official handle yesterday. Among those appointed are 2 special advisors, 10 senior special assistants, 34 special assistants on social media and content creation, and 1 special assistant and master of ceremonies for government events. Mr. Pintiri disclosed that the appointment was aimed at enhancing the government communication effort and strengthening public engagement, but many commenters under the post lambasted the governor, questioning the rationale behind appointing such a large number of media aides. The National Examination Council (NECO) says no fewer than 1,205,888 candidates registered for the ongoing 2023 Senior School Certificate Examination (SSCE) conducted by the Council. This was disclosed in a statement made available to newsmen in Abuja by the head, Information and Public Relations, Aziz Sani. Sani quoted the registrar of NECO, Professor Anthony Wushi, to have disclosed the information in Jos while monitoring the conduct of the examination in some schools, that out of this figure, 601,074 candidates were male, while 584,814 were female. He expressed satisfaction with the general conduct of the 2023 SSCE based on report obtained from across the country. The registrar said the 2023 SSCE, which will be concluded next week, was the best organized in recent years. Mr. Wushi disclosed that various measures had been in place to check examination malpractice, and then that the measures had started yielding positive results. He had earlier monitored the conduct of the 2023 SSCE in Kebbi, Sokoto, Zamfara, Katsina, Kano, Jigawa, and Bauchi states. Away from Nigeria, Niger's Ustaz leader has urged the United States and entire international community to help restore constitutional order after the last week's coup. In an opinion piece in the Washington Post, President Mohamed Bazoum said he was writing as a hostage. He also warned that the region will fall further under Russian influence via the Wagner Group, which already operate in neighboring countries. Niger's West African neighbors have threatened military intervention. Defense chiefs from the region finished a three-day meeting in Nigeria's capital, Abuja, yesterday, saying they had drawn off a detailed plan for the use of force for leaders from the regional bloc ECOWAS to consider. Nigeria's President Bola Tinubu yesterday wrote to lawmakers seeking their support for the sanctions and military action. It later included a reference to a military build-up and development of personnel. In a statement read out on national television, they said the functions of the four ambassadors had been terminated. And we wrap up the news with this and a recap of the major stories. Northern senators warns President Bola Ahmed Tinubu against military intervention in Niger Republic. Abducted Zamfara girls regain freedom after 7 months in captivity. Niger's Ustaz President Mohamed Bazoum calls on United States for help after coup. On behalf of the news department and the news editor Mohammed Suleiman Yobe, I am Umu Sama Adami. Have a great day.